Hey everybody, welcome back to Video Game Esoterica and our brand new series where we take a look at 5 of the best Sonic 2D and 3D games. Series so new I've yet to name it, so you'll have to wait for the next week to get the name. This is going to be probably pretty contentious, but I have developed a very comprehensive game plan on how I would like to review each game and rank it. I've thought about it very scientifically, written a lot of things down, and I've come up with this is all based on my opinion. There is no scientific way to rank the Sonic games. I'm just talking about them in the order in which I love them. And starting off at number 5, we're going 5 through 1, is Sonic CD. And that may be contentious because this is, to a lot of people, considered one of the best Sonic games ever. And while I do really enjoy it, I would say that it has not held up the test of time like some of the other games. Now, my history with this game is I begged my parents to get a Sega CD for Christmas because I wanted to play Sonic CD terribly. Growing up, I did not have a Super Nintendo. I was a Sega Genesis kid, so Sonic was just the best thing ever to me. And I still love the entire series because of that. I got it for Christmas, I played the ever-loving hell out of it, and I absolutely loved it. And I still do really enjoy it. I am playing the North American version here with a North American soundtrack, and the soundtracks do differ between North America and Japan, and most people do prefer the Japanese soundtrack, and I do think it is awesome. But from a nostalgia standpoint, this is what Sonic CD sounds like to me, because it's what I grew up with, so that is the version I decided to review. And I do love the soundtrack. I love the graphics of this game. It still looks beautiful. All these different color palettes from the present, the past, and the future all still look amazing. And then here, this Robotnik evil boss fight music is ingrained in my memory as something I remember from a kid. I think it actually kind of, not scared me, but it seemed really dark for a Sonic game. And I would say that Sonic CD has a lot of those soundtrack touches that give it a little bit more flair. They definitely used the Sega CD to a very large degree for that soundtrack, because this game was originally supposed to be an enhanced remake of Sonic 2, but it got pivoted to being its own game in the end. Now, why I rank this at 5, though, is that while it still sounds amazing and it still looks beautiful, the level design layout is probably my least favorite of any 2D Sonic game. Everything is very maze-like in Sonic CD. There's so many different layers to it, a top layer, a middle layer, and a bottom layer. And then trying to actually get up to speed to be able to time travel to either the future or the past can sometimes feel like the level's actually obstructing you being able to get up to that speed. So it seems like the design of the levels themselves sometimes can actually fight you and make progress moving forward quite difficult. And while I do love the time travel mechanic, being able to go to future and past versions of the levels, trying to actually find the device you're supposed to destroy to make the future good is extremely difficult. I still don't remember where most of them are, and as a kid, I don't even think I knew that they existed. I just knew that there was a better ending I had read about in a magazine somewhere on a schoolyard rumor, but I had no idea. And even things like that, I mean, I get it, they're little jokes, but the spring pushes you right back into the spikes. And this game just seems to put up a lot of obstructions in your path. It kind of kills that sense of Sonic speed, where most of the time you're moving fast, you're making forward progress, but this game can really just kind of hinder your progress and stop you dead in your tracks, which kills the overall flow of Sonic. But now you can see we've time traveled again, and even getting up to this little area here with the yellow spring can just feel a little bit clunky. I really do love the game, and I know I'm kind of just, crapping on it slightly. I'm putting it at number 5, but it just doesn't hold up as well as some of the other 2D Sonic games on the Genesis or on the Sega CD, because to me it just still feels a little bit difficult to play. It's frustrating at times, trying to get the best ending can be difficult, and then trying to navigate the levels can become quite an issue, and that's kind of something that I think the entire Sonic series has in common for the 2D entries, is where something like the Super Mario World games, they were very simple. You went right, sometimes you went left, but actually finding your way to the end of the level wasn't difficult. And that's the simplification of a 2D platformer. Sonic was completely different, and that was Sega's design, but sometimes that can get in the way of good gameplay on a game like this, and I just feel like this game can sometimes hinder you. Like I said, on the plus side, I absolutely love the graphics of this game. The color palette they chose to use, the sprite work, the soundtrack, whether it's the North American version or the Japanese version, they are both just perfect to me. But there again, instance of Sonic games where you have to take a blind jump and you're just going to land directly on an enemy. And that's something that the series is known for. I get it, we have Kaizo Mario games right now where that's kind of a fun trend just to make things hyper difficult. But the Sonic series did that first, but I think they did it unintentionally, where it is just difficult to figure out where you're supposed to go and what to do and the enemies. And you'll see here, I have to backtrack to be able to move on through the level, and I had forgotten that since my last playthrough, where there's basically just dead-ending you down here into the spring area. So sometimes you can just feel like you're doing the right thing in Sonic CD, but it is not working. The path that the developers and level designers give you to move forward aren't actually the paths you want to go. You need to kind of backtrack and move backwards a little bit. And that, I think, to me, is the sticking point. What I want to do is just let you guys watch a little gameplay, hear the soundtrack, in case for some strange reason you've never played Sonic CD. But I will come back and talk a little bit more about it, and I'll tell you what we're going to be doing for the rest of the ranking series. I do love the soundtrack in this game, even if some of these bumper levels do drive me nuts. Sonic Team definitely loved using pinball mechanics in their levels, and right here, these are just, I can't get off them. I've never been able to get off them. I always get stuck in this area, and it kills my forward momentum. But this game is still great. I mean, you absolutely should play it if you haven't. I know I'm putting it at number 5, and I'm talking about some of the clunky level design and mechanics, but it's still an awesome Sonic game, and it was the #1 bestseller on the Sega CD, selling 1.5 million copies, and child me loved it. I could not play this game enough when it came out at Christmas. I think my parents had to pull me away from the Sega CD and Sonic CD just to eat dinner, and that's why I still put this in the top 5, because there's a ton of Sonic 2D games to choose from, and I still really enjoy this game immensely, but I can, more as an adult, identify the flaws in the design and the level layouts and say that while it's an awesome effort and a very fun game, it does still have mechanical flaws that make it less fun to play than some of the other games you're going to see on the series moving forward, because there are 4 more 2D games coming up. And as a Sega CD game, it is impressive sound-wise, but they really didn't do much to actually harness the extra power of the Sega CD. It's basically just a Genesis game with a CD soundtrack. And as a kid, I didn't really realize that, but having played more Sega CD games, having amassed a pretty large library of them, but I do feel like they could have just done a little bit more to utilize the Sega CD hardware enhancements on Sonic CD. But I get it, they had to get this game out for Christmas, or at least in September, so just enough time, it was late September, to get the marketing in place to make every kid want this for Christmas, because I definitely wanted it. I knew it was coming out. So I could see where maybe the game could have been better or more enhanced had they had another 6 months, but trying to make the Sega CD marketable in the North American regions, you kind of have to do that. But that is Sonic CD, my number 5 most favorite 2D Sonic game. We'll be back next Friday with number 5 for the 3D version. Short of that, we really appreciate you guys watching this. If you could do us a huge favor, go down below and hit like and subscribe. It takes us a lot of time to make each one of these episodes, so even though it is fun to play Sonic for work, air quotes. But thanks so much for watching. We'll be back on Sunday with another episode, as well as Tuesday on our mainline series. And like I said, next Friday we'll be talking about 3D Sonic. And enjoy Sonic here in the most stressful situation a kid and an adult can ever encounter, underwater with a countdown. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.